Hello, Scorpio. It's umomgtarot, and this is your tarot card reading. We're going to see what comes up for you. And, no, we're just going to dive in. We're going to dive in, Scorpio. If you'd like your own personal reading, check out the description. There's a link to my website. Here you go. Let's do this. Alright, your first card. Oh, damn. Scorpio. Some of you guys are dealing with abandonment. Some of you guys are feeling left behind, maybe even like financially a little bit left behind, maybe waiting for some money to come through, or even just feeling kind of neglected, abandoned, maybe not provided for, cared for, some issue on that. And it kind of creates a sudden circumstance of like awareness of that. You're not supported. Some of you feel like. And a little defensive. So you guys might be dealing with a situation that you have to defend, but you're also feeling at a loss and abandoned because of your stance. This is about your home life. It's about who you partner with. Be who you surround yourself with. You're defensive, but at the same time you feel alienated because of this. Give me one more. Give me one more on this. And you're being very generous. Okay, so it feels like you're in a situation where you have to be generous. You feel like you're the only one being generous. You're losing something, or you feel isolated, alienated because of this person and because of the generosity that you've shared with this person, to the point where other people probably tell you, hey, maybe don't cut that check for that person. Maybe start charging them rent for staying on your couch. Maybe it's time to not buy this person free gifts, presents, all that stuff. You know, maybe it's time to keep it to yourself, but I feel like there's still some defensive energy around it. So some of you might be in denial about your spending, whether that's on a person or just maybe overspending and kind of creating an somebody cares, because there's an isolating circumstance around this. All right, but let's see where we're going. So we have the Emperor. Okay, taking control, taking charge. And leadership, you got to count on yourself for this one, and not rely on inspiration. Although the Emperor is associated with Aries energy, so you might feel little bursts of inspiration to solve your problems. But I think that it's maybe wrapping your head around that you're in charge of your issues. You're in charge of your finances. You're in charge of what you give to other people, how much you give, and maybe it's about putting a hard stance on what is within your parameters. This is the number 4, so we're dealing with structure and stability, highlighting that you need to be a little more firm and stable on what it is you can provide and how it is you do lead. Even if you are a leader, even if you're a responsible person, even if people expect that from you, they'll expect you to do that all the way until you physically can't anymore, and then those people will not be able to be the ones to help you because they're in that mindset of taking. So I feel like it's being part of being a leader is knowing people's strengths and weaknesses and knowing whether or not they have potential to change or not, or to contribute or not, and basically doing a full evaluation of the situation and leading accordingly, whether that's for yourself or for someone else. Okay, but defensiveness, I don't know. I feel like this defensiveness is like it's giving more a little bit of denial at first. Like, people are like, hey, you have kids, you shouldn't be giving this person your money, or you really shouldn't spend so much time with this person, or you shouldn't give them all that time when you're already strapped for time as it is. You know, it's something about reeling it back and being the leader to do so, not just expecting this person to reciprocate or this person to do anything. It's about controlling your actions. All right, let's keep going. Oh my God, I feel like some of you guys are doing this just in the name of reconciliation, in the name of healing relationships. You guys are taking on responsibilities or being gracious or more generous than you not necessarily should be. Maybe the mindset is right, but the person or the situation that you're pushing this energy out to, if it has you feeling defensive, it's like you better come with good reasoning, right? Like, you better have a long-term plan or a overall bigger picture. For some of you, you're like, it's family. I don't care. I'm giving until I can't anymore. Like, I don't care. I'm defensive about it. Which would justify it being upright, because that's a firm stance to be in the defense of somebody that you're being generous to. Who's been either they're having that effect on you, or they've been alienated themselves, isolated. Maybe they've been financially cut off and you're supporting them in the interim. And it's kind of has you concerned, but you have to defend it because, like, what else can I do? But I feel like you're doing it in the spirit of leadership and healing and reconciliation amongst relationships. We have also the Hierophant. This is another kind of leadership card, similar to the Emperor. It's also associated with Taurus, and it also comes from a spiritual place, a spiritual high ground. So some of you guys are actually more spiritually enlightened than the people, the counterparts of this situation. You might be the most mature and spiritually responsible person. You might have like better morals, a good system of integrity, and you know, even if you're connected by family, by blood, by love, by whatever, to somebody that you care for who does not share that same, you know, outlook, I think that your spiritual aptitude will guide them into something that is conducive to their emotional state. Like, you're supporting somebody even though they're not there yet. You're helping them on the journey towards that. Maybe they don't even get close, but you're supporting, you're doing some sort of higher consciousness work with this person, like seeing them for who they are. Like, if you give them, let's say they need $50 every couple of weeks from you, and you're like, every time you give that $50, you go, now this isn't a loan, you can have the $50, but catch this earful first. And then you yell at them, or you lecture them, or you give them some wise words that they may not be ready for in that moment, but maybe later on. It is giving that you're a lot of the protection, the leadership. Think Taurus, they're very protective. They're the head of the household type vibe. And then the Emperor is the action-oriented leader, but he's also a partner. So this is like you wanting a partner, you almost wanting to invest in someone, giving that type of energy. But I feel like it's in the name of a higher purpose. It's no cup, so is it romantical? Oh, I jinxed it. All right, so some of you guys might be doing this all in the name of a higher purpose, love, feelings, spirituality, the highest good, whatever it is. It's a kind gesture, it's a loving gesture, it's a Knight of Cups gesture, which is very kind. But also, I feel like the kind of thing that you're looking for is some love back. Oh, I'll give you money, I don't care. Oh, I'll support you. Yeah. But what I'm looking for is the love, the gesture of support. Even if you can't support me, you want to support me. You're there with me. You want that love back, and you may be doing this all in the name of that love being returned, or just feeling some sort of love because you do these kind things from a good place. You know, that Knight of Cups ain't lying. It's a gesture of love. Now we have so some of you guys want big, broad things for this person, or these people, or whoever's connected to the situation that you're being generous to. Some of you guys want to help with the personal transformation of this person, and this involves a longer, broader vision. The World card is associated with Saturn, which, is associated with Capricorn. But I want you to focus on the fact that Saturn is an outer planet, and the influence of Saturn on the Earth and the people is more generational than it is day to day, week to week, year to year. It's more like over a lifetime. And so what do we learn over a lifetime? Those big lessons that kind of shape who we are as a whole. So I feel like with this card being in reverse, this person or people or situation might involve somebody who's trying to really come up with a sense of self by having new parameters. Oh, this anchovies on a pizza, no way. Had to have anchovies on a pizza, but no, I didn't want it. Or, this is the last time I let in that type of person in my life, because I see the signs now, I know what to look for, and I'm not with it anymore. I'm trying to make changes, so I'm trying to shed the low vibrational that I had before. I'm wearing brighter colors. I'm waking up earlier. I'm exercising. I'm eating better. I'm making conscious choices to affect or influence an overall shift. So I feel like you may see that in this person, and it may do something for you emotionally. It may be like, it may inspire you on your own level, or it may just make you feel good because you see somebody trying and you want to help, and you have a head on your shoulders, you have some responsibility, you have some power, some agency in this world, and you want to help this person make a life transformation, reach their potential, build boundaries, have some sort of structure in their life, basically, is what you want to attribute to this person, because they're lacking in that area. And your final card, the Moon. Here we go with the perception. I feel like some of you have the love goggles on. You may have the love goggles on. You may have a soft spot for this person or this situation. Who knows? This situation may have happened to you in the past. You have some core beliefs that are touched by this situation. I feel like it's a money one, though, just because of all these upfront pentacles and the abandonment and the generosity. They're both so far on the other, like, this is 5, this is 6, yes, but like they couldn't be any different. 5, like feeling that abandonment by your community, what you've come to know as your support, as your family, as your community, not being down for whatever you're getting into. And so feeling alienated, isolated, feeling like not in alignment mentally with what these people are thinking. I feel like you're straying. And that could even be your family just being like, nah, we all agreed not to give Jeremy 1 more cent. And you're like, but I gotta support him. I can't just cut him off because then he'll go and just gotta help him get out of the gutter mentally, spiritually. I'm gonna take them to rehab, or I'm gonna take them to this, get them this book, hope they read it and stuff. Like, I'm gonna do broader stuff to really nourish their mind instead of just being like, no, you're cut off and I'm gonna have to defend myself. Hopefully you're a bit more experienced than other people who have been causing you to feel defensive about this, because if you're not the most experienced and if you're dealing with people who are longer, more experienced than you with this person or situation, and they're giving you some advice and you're like, no, I got this, and they have way more experience, and in your opinion sometimes they have some good spiritual takes, then maybe you should consider that. Maybe you should assess the defensiveness. And also, part of wanting to be a leader, or part of being a leader, is not trying to be right, it's trying to find the solution. And sometimes you have to be open to being wrong. You have to be open to the idea that you don't know it all. So if you let yourself kind of go with the flow and help this person where you can, where it doesn't inhibit you in any way, and you're giving your all, but you're not taking away from yourself, you're actually leading. You're leading by example with this person who appears to just need you in your leadership. I think that what makes me nervous about this person, and what makes me a little bit on high alert, is that the moon card, which is associated with Pisces, by the way, and also, this card is associated with Sagittarius. So we have Taurus, Aries, and Sagittarius right smack dab in the middle. You could be dealing with one of those, or a Pisces. Saturn, maybe Capricorn or Aquarius, but So if you're dealing with somebody who is maybe like somebody that you're just fond of, and it might have nothing to do with them, it may have something to do with them, you may just have a soft spot for them or the situation. I feel like you have love goggles on, you got blinders on, you may want to let some time pass while you know that you have a level head. If you're kind of like, if you've been emotional lately, if you've been sad lately, if you've been vulnerable lately, like maybe you don't want to act in that spirit. You when you're sad and down, you could get real generous because you're like, I feel you. Here's $500. Let me clear my savings. And we don't want that, because that's just a hazy temporary feeling, like when the full moon sets in. All right, don't let it make any life-changing or astronomical ripples in your energy. Like don't allow that just based on some temporary mood. The moon also speaks to secrets. There may be information you don't know yet, that you're not aware of. So before you jump to conclusions, before you be like, you know what, let me just take a chance on this person, how about we learn some more information? How about we allow some more time to unfold so you can see why things are the way they are, for starters. And know that a kind and loving, generous gesture is typically, free. Not kindness, loyalty, love, that's all in the actions. It's all in the intangibles. I responded to your text. I always get back to you. I always stop by to check on you. I call you just to say hey. I, send love your way all the time in different ways. Maybe this is what you appreciate about this person. If this person's not like that, the situation doesn't involve that, just mind the fact that maybe you're the one giving all the love. You kind of want to, you want to cement some boundaries yourself. So, as you're teaching, just remember to constantly be learning, because you may perceive things differently from how they appear. Okay, so this isn't like a, hey, someone's going to take advantage of you, watch out. This isn't like a, hey, this person has bad intentions. But I feel like this person, when you're in kind of a, like when you're desperate in a 5 of Pentacles kind of way, it's kind of like anything goes, and I might feel bad or guilty, but like I gotta survive, yo. So that may be it, and that may be something that makes you go, okay, well then whatever. But at the same time, you gotta protect yourself. So just be Scorpio, just watch your pockets, watch your mouth. Be generous, be kind, but don't take away from yourself. Make sure you kind of assess the situation from a broader standpoint rather than how you feel. Although how you feel can be a big motivator for action. So I'm not saying don't do stuff in the spirit of love. I'm just saying, you don't have to give everything. You don't have to You don't have to give your whole day. You don't have to give your whole paycheck. You know, just wait. Instead of giving $50, give $5 over 10 weeks. See how you feel by the last 10 and be like, maybe I don't want to give that last 10. Maybe you're canceled and then you only lost 40. I'm saying, Scorpio. Anyways, you guys, looking good, looking abundant, looking like, you know, you're going to do that Scorpio thing where you can help people and flex as well. You like when people think well of you. Like, oh yeah, I like that Scorpio back there. Yeah, oh yeah, they were good. They you know, one time I was living in my car and they bought me they gave me half of their meal. It was great. It was great. Yeah. All right, so yeah, that's the Scorpio story that you want told about you for years to come. But anyways, there it is. That is your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, share the video, and if you like your own personal reading, check out the description. There's a link to my website, as well as a link to my Etsy shop where you can check out all of my products, like candles, wax melts, home fragrances, you name it, and gemstones. Have a look. Go in there, click on some products, like some things, favorite some things. Why not? Why not? Help me out. And thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you in the next one. Peace out. Peace all the way out.